Peace, coming at you guys again with another video. This time this video is how to keep a low credit utilization in 3 easy steps. Now, first thing you guys should do is have a pen and a paper. If you don't, pause the video, get your pen and a paper and come back and watch it. And for everyone else who's ready, we're going to get into these 3 easy steps right here. Now these 3 steps will help you to keep a good score, keep your good credit profile. Now, the purpose of these steps is to make you the purpose of having a low credit utilization, I should say, is to show that you're less of a risk to lenders. You don't look overextended on your credit. So that's always perceived as a good thing to lenders. It is a good thing, period. Now, let's get into these steps. Now, the first step is lowering your credit card balances by raising your credit limit. This lowers the debt to credit ratio. Now what this means is, I'll give you an example. Let's say you owe let's say you have $1,000 credit limit, right? Now you, for whatever, let's say you overextended and you have a $500 balance in that limit. You're already at 50%. So you passed your halfway point of the limit extended to you. Now, if you watch some of my prior videos, you see I constantly stress don't max past 30%. 30% is the max, don't pass it. You looked at, that's a safe zone. Anything beyond that is you're looking more of a risk. You have to factor in that this is life we're dealing with and it's real time. So if you're overextended at 50, 60, what if something comes up in life that you have to use these credit cards again? Now you're gonna be overextended more, and your tank is gonna drop. Your score is gonna tank. Now, that's a hella hit to have. So we work smart. We look to not go any further than 30%. And if we have to, due to some type of circumstance in life, because things happen, boom, it's not as hard of a hit, if any, to use it again. To go past that 30% mark. But 30% is the safe zone. Now, to get into this, one of the methods you can do, like I was saying, if you have $1,000 limit on your credit card, and let's say you might have forgot that you had something set at an auto pay for that card or whatever, and you overextended it and it went to $500, right? Now you'd have the option to pay $200 to bring it back down to 30%. Or what you can do is this. You can call your credit card company and tell them you want to increase on your limit, right? Now, let's say they increase your limit. Say you was at $1,000. If they increased your limit another $500, now you have a $1,500 limit and you're back down to 30% without having to come out your pocket. And what you can do if you wanted to go any further, that extra money that you would have took to pay to bring down the balance to 30%, you can put it down then. So you're already at 30%. Now that extra money will push it even lower, your credit card balance. So that's one thing you can do, right? And for those who are not familiar with debt to credit ratio is, debt to credit ratio is how much debt you owe in comparison to the limit of the credit card. That's what it is. So you basically take the balance, you divide it by the credit limit, and the answer should come out in a percentage ratio, and that's your debt to credit ratio. Like I said, 30%, we're looking to go no further. Second step is keep credit utilization 30% max, just like I was telling you before in the first one. Now, I already pretty much explained why we don't want to exceed 30%. So this is the target goal. If you want to spend a little more, then you always have the option to request a credit card limit increase, but you gotta be disciplined and stay at 30%. All right, that's second. Number 3, third step is pay more than your minimum payment due or pay off the whole balance. Now what this does is, when you pay more than your minimum amount, it reduces the amount of interest that's added on to the payment, number 1. And it doesn't carry over a balance into the following pay period, which also will keep you with a lower debt to credit ratio, which makes you have a stronger profile, a stronger score, and ultimately these steps together, it makes you look as a less of a risk to a lender. So altogether, these are three simple steps that you could put into an effect at any given time, and stay disciplined on these steps, and they'll help you work out in your quest to get to into the 700 club, into the 800 club, and get and maintain a good credit score and strong credit profile. All right. Once again.